You know that feeling when your social media feed seems to, read your mind? It's a little spooky, right? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on exactly how that happens. We're diving into the secrets of social media analytics and exploring how companies take billions, yeah, billions of likes, comments, and shares and turn them into these huge game-changing decisions. So let's get right into it. Okay, so picture this. You just finished binging the last episode of a show you absolutely loved. And then, bam, Netflix serves up your next obsession on a silver platter. It's like, how did they know? It seriously feels like magic, doesn't it? But it's not magic. It's the incredible power of data at work. And that's exactly what we're going to unpack today. So what's the secret sauce? It's actually pretty simple. It's all about being data-driven. See, companies like Netflix, they've completely moved beyond just guesswork. Every single recommendation, every new show they decide to make, it's all a calculated move. And it's based on cold, hard data. And look, this isn't just about what show you're going to watch next. This slide right here, it shows a massive, fundamental shift in how business is done. We've gone from the old way, relying on gut feelings, and this is how we've always done it, to a whole new world where data is king. And honestly, it's not even about making better decisions anymore. It's about pure survival in this crazy competitive world. This quote really just nails it, doesn't it? Being data-driven is not merely advantageous, but essential for survival. That says it all. It's not a nice-to-have anymore. It's a must-have. It doesn't matter if you're a small business owner or a big-shot marketing exec. Understanding your data is the key to not just getting by, but actually thriving.
All right, so if being data-driven is the answer, then what's the big problem? Well, the problem is that it's a big problem. We are talking about a literal tidal wave of data, and learning to ride that wave instead of getting crushed by it is the first huge hurdle we've got to talk about. So, where is all this data even coming from? Well, a whole lot of it is coming from us. Yeah, you. Every tweet you send, every Instagram story you post, every TikTok you make, that's all what we call user-generated content. And for a business, that's not just random noise. Oh no. It is a goldmine of information about what we love, what we can't stand, and what we're gonna want next.
Just let this number sink in for a second. 4.8 billion. That's how many social media users there were worldwide in 2023. That is more than half the people on the entire planet, all creating this nonstop stream of data. The scale is it's almost impossible to wrap your head around, and it's growing every single day. So that brings us to a pretty big question. How do you drink from a fire hose? Because that's basically the challenge we're talking about, and it has a name: big data. It's not just that there's a lot of information. The real trick is finding those tiny, valuable needles of insight in this massive, ever-growing haystack of noise. Experts often break down the challenges of big data into what they call the 4 Vs. First, you've got volume. That's just the immense scale of it all. Think about the millions of photos hitting Instagram every single hour. Then there's velocity. That's the incredible speed it all moves at, like the stream of tweets during the Super Bowl. Third is variety. Data isn't just text anymore. It's images, it's videos, it's, everything. And finally, and this one is super important, veracity. How do we know the data is actually accurate and credible? That's a huge challenge right there. Okay, so we've established this colossal challenge called big data. The question is, how on earth do we even begin to tackle it? Well, the answer lies in this really powerful field called social media analytics. This is the key. This is how you turn all of that chaos into clarity. I mean, this really is the billion-dollar question, isn't it? We're all drowning in information. So how does any organization possibly find the signal in all that noise? How do you take this flood of data and turn it into something you can actually use, something that leads to real results? And that is where social media analytics, or SMA for short, comes into play. I want you to think of it like a toolkit. It's a toolkit specifically designed for taming that big data beast we were talking about. It's the whole process: getting the data, cleaning it up, and then analyzing it to make sense of all that online chatter so you can actually use it. I really love this particular description of it. It calls SMA the art and science of extracting valuable hidden insights. And that's perfect, because it really captures both sides of the coin. It's a science, for sure. You need the right tools, the right methods, but it's also an art. It takes creativity and a sharp mind to find those truly valuable hidden insights that no one else sees. And this is absolutely crucial to understand. This is not just about counting likes and followers. Those are just vanity metrics. Real social media analytics is about understanding the why behind the data. Why are people talking about your brand? What's the feeling, the sentiment behind their comments? That is where the real gold is buried.
Okay, so we've got a handle on what SMA is. Now let's go a little deeper. Because it turns out not all analytics are created equal. There are actually different levels of insight you can get, and each one unlocks a whole new level of power. The easiest way to think about it is like a ladder. Each step you climb gives you a more powerful kind of insight. At the very bottom rung, you're just looking at what's happening right now. Climb up a bit, and you can start to predict what might happen next. But when you get to the top, that's when you know exactly what you should do about it.
So here they are, the 3 types of analytics. First is descriptive, which basically answers the question, what happened? Think of it like looking in your car's rearview mirror. Next up is predictive, which answers, what's likely to happen next? This is like a weather forecast. It uses past data to make a really good guess about the future. And finally, the most powerful one, prescriptive. This answers, what should we do about it? This is like your GPS. It doesn't just tell you there's traffic ahead. It gives you a new route to get where you want to go.
Now, the most common type you'll see is descriptive analytics. It's all about summarizing what's happened or what's happening now. That top 10 list on Netflix, perfect example. It's just describing what's popular at this moment. But see, the real power kicks in when Netflix climbs that ladder. Predictive analytics helps them guess which new show is going to be a hit. And prescriptive analytics, that would tell them exactly how much they should pay for the rights to a new movie to get the biggest bang for their buck. See the difference? Okay, let's bring this all back home. Why does any of this matter to you? Well, because this isn't just some abstract theory. This is a real-world skill set that powers entire industries and can give you a serious advantage out there.
Seriously, this isn't an exaggeration. In today's world, understanding data is like having a superpower. It's a skill that can help you land that dream job, grow your own business, or even just build a personal brand that really, truly connects with people.
And I mean, look at all the different jobs that use these skills. You've got social media analysts and managers who live and breathe this stuff to figure out what content works and when to post it. Digital marketing analysts use it to get inside the heads of their customers. And of course, data scientists. They're the ones building the crazy, complex algorithms that pretty much run our digital world. So here's the bottom line. Whether you're a business owner trying to become an influencer or you're still a student, getting a grip on these concepts gives you a huge advantage. The ability to understand data isn't just a nice little bonus skill anymore. It's absolutely essential for success, no matter what you do. So we're living in a world that is just overflowing with data. The big question isn't about getting access to it anymore. The real question is about curiosity. So I'll leave you with this. In a world that's literally built on data, what answers will you seek? Thanks so much for tuning in.